little book that I made where I used the file folder die to make the covers and the main pages. So I just thought I would do a little flip through of it. This is actually a color copy of a little piece of artwork that I painted a few years ago, and the piece of artwork sold as soon as I painted it, but I had scanned it in and made some copies of it, and this one I just reduced so that I could use it in other ways. And then each of these little pages is just either different cardstock or pattern paper. This was some lined paper, and I didn't want to feel like I wasted this cutting it off, so I just folded it over so that it gave more writing space. And then I made these were just some little die cuts I made to go in the little tuck spot. And what I used to make those was this from the Dollar Tree store that I just thought was too cute not to buy, to use to make some different little elements for some of the books. Here's another one of the little envelopes I made from a piece of book page. And then I made one of the little miniature file folders to go in the pocket. This was out of a little notepad, and I just thought it was a pretty paper, so I tore some pieces out. Here I took the die and some patterned paper and cut the paper to look like the file card, and just some random pages out of I think it was where you left messages for phone calls or something. And these were the cutest little things. I found these little coffee singles when we went out of town, and they are just too cute not to make little pockets from. So here I just took my journaling line stamps and made some little cards to go in the little pocket, and then I just put a clippy on the end of it to keep it closed, and then I made another little tag to go on the back. Some songbook page, another piece of that trim stuff, and some little die cuts to be tags. And these were just some stickers that I found in a drawer. Didn't even know I had them, and I thought, well, I'll use some on some pages. So this was out of another notepad, so I put the sticker on it, and just some little scraps of graph paper, different pages of either cardstocks. Here's another where I did the little fold over of the lined paper. Another little tuck spot with some little tags to go in it. And then I did these I printed off the internet the other day, and I did a couple of them and trimmed them down to fit, and just used a clippy to clip them onto the file card. And some of this just repeats itself with the different types of pages. This was just pretty out of a book that I had taken apart. Here was another one of the little envelopes, and I had some little bitty tiny spiral notebooks. So I took some pages out of it and tucked in there, and some of the same die cuts and pages, and then more of the little die cut shapes. Here I turned this one actually into a little book and stuck it in there, and another pocket with a file, or envelope with a file card. This was a note card, and I actually glued it closed, lined the back of it with a piece of patterned paper, and then used it as a pocket to stick more tags and such into. So it's got plenty of room for things to go inside it. And then you could use the little clippy to actually clip it closed. Here I used my round journaling spot to stamp all over the file card. And then the inside back cover and the back of it. And that's it.